Brandy at Lavender's Blue Farm. Today I just wanted to talk a little bit about surviving Arizona heat as a family and as a farm. So I have a few tips that we've learned over the years to try to keep everyone alive during the summer. So the first tips are for our animals. Our animals all have as good shade as we can provide them. We try to make it nice and big so they can move around. We always check their water every day. Mid-morning, sometimes midday, I go and spray everyone down their shade spots where they lay. I try to give it a good soak so that it evaporates throughout the day and gives them just a cool area to lay. We've done fans, we've done misters, and those are really good. The misters, you have to be careful because they can be more prone to pneumonia, especially the baby animals, and if they don't have any room to walk away from the moisture. Our rabbits are most prone to heat stroke of all the animals on our farm. So the rabbits, what I used to do is any day, I check the weather a lot. Any day over like 100, 105, I used to freeze those big gallon size Pepsi bottles and leave it out there and they'd lay against it. The problem with that was I had to like wash it, you know, you don't want to get those germs, those farm animal germs in your freezer. So I would have to scrub them every day and make sure I froze them again. And I just am not organized enough for that. So what I started doing was I'd just buy a big $3 or $4 pack of water bottles and I'd freeze a bunch at a time. Anytime I have a really hot day, I just run 3 frozen water bottles outside so they each have a frozen water bottle to lay again. So I moved the rabbits to the east side of the house this year, and that has worked so well. The east side of the house is about the only place on the property that is a good 10 to 15 degrees cooler than the rest of the property. It just has such good shade in the afternoon when it's hottest. So I haven't hardly had to do frozen water bottles for them this year. They have their little kennel, they have lots of water, and it's just the coolest place on the property. The chickens are free-range chickens, so they're pretty much always on this side, which is where I am now. As far as the plants, my biggest tip is a watering system. We lived for a lot of years without a watering system, and it caused hours and hours and hours of work, or your plants die. So it's just too hot to not have a watering system during the summer. Potted plants, you have to water every single day to keep them alive. And I normally end up skipping days here and there, and they just look really rough by the summer. They make it, but they look rough. Tips for the family during the summer. We spend a lot of time outside. That is why, a huge part of why I love farm life and country life is I just feel like it's so good for children to be outside as much as possible. They learn and they process so much in such a healthier way. In my children, some kids do just fine inside, but my boys especially need their time outside. Really, just my tips for the family is get something for a pool, and I don't do those little kiddie pools because they climb out and they fall, and you know, it's just, they always break. My husband has brought home those stock tanks from Tractor Supply, and when he brought it home I was like, what are you doing? And this is ugly! But I have since retracted that statement because it has given my children so many hours of fun. The other tips are just wear hats, wear loose long sleeve shirts, don't go out in the hottest part of the day, and always have stainless steel water bottles for them with ice, and that just keeps them drinking. So that's how we survive the summer here. We get lots of sunshine, and that's wonderful for the garden. But the heat is that byproduct that we don't completely love for the 4, 5, 6 months a year that we have it. Let me know what your tips are, and when you hit the like button, it's a huge compliment. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I'd love to stay in touch. Thank you for stopping by the farm. Bye!